What's up, wrestling fan and Bandit posse? Bandit back with you again with my Extreme Rules predictions. Seeing how the Universal Champion will not be on Extreme Rules, I figured for my predictions, the title should be at least shown in my predictions anyway. Little commentary of what's been going on in the WWE. I'll get more into that in a moment here. So let's get right down into things. Let's start off with the kickoff show. In a six-man tables match, the New Day will be taking on Sanity. Okay, let me see if I've got this correctly, okay? Superstar Shakeup. SmackDown edition. They start airing vignettes for Sanity to debut on the SmackDown roster. These vignettes keep going on for a few weeks, and then nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then about a month and a half after that, they finally make their debut on a SmackDown house show. Okay, a little confusing, but okay. When they finally make their televised debut, they attack the Usos. Okay, I'm down with that. That was worth the wait. Sure. And then the following week after that, Jeff Hardy makes an open challenge for the U.S. Championship. Eric Young accepts. It gets turned into a six-man tag team match with the Usos and the other members of Sanity, and they lose in their televised debut match. Okay, that doesn't make much sense if you want to get them over as this badass stable who's going around beating the crap out of everyone. So anyway, week after that, New Day have their pancake eating competition, and they come in and they obliterate the New Day. And then the following week, they come in and with the help of the Bludgeon Brothers, they obliterate Team Hell No. If it wasn't for the New Day, they would have made the save. So then it's made a main event on SmackDown that the New Day and Team Hell No will take on Sanity and the Bludgeon Brothers, and Daniel Bryan pins Eric Young. Sorry, I'm just looking around for the ball that says Sanity on it for the WWE to drop it again. You know, after these past two outings of them losing both their televised matches, I have no hope anymore. I have no hope in the WWE booking or Sanity for that matter. So, unfortunately, I want to go with Sanity because I like them in NXT. But again, this is a situation of WWE bringing somebody up on the main roster when they're not ready for them and totally dropping the ball with them. It happened with the Ascension. It happened with Tyler Breeze and Fandango. It kind of happened with Sami Zayn as well. I hate to say it, but they've kind of dropped the ball with him as well. There was this report going around saying that the reason why they hadn't been on TV is because they had nothing for them in creative. Then why bring them up if you don't have anything for them? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, kickoff match. This is really disheartening. I like the New Day. Of course, I'm going to say it again. The act is getting old, but New Day wins this one. And then we're just going to go on from that and go on to the proper show, and we're going to talk about what's apparently going to be the main event as Bobby Lashley takes on Roman Reigns. So the rumor and innuendo, to borrow a phrase from Bruce Pritchard and Conrad Thompson from their excellent podcast, Something to Wrestle, is that this match is going to be main eventing Extreme Rules. You know, WWE, you want a repeat of Backlash because that's what you're going to get with Roman Reigns main eventing another pay-per-view. You're going to get a chance of beat the traffic, and you're going to get people straight up walking out, which is why it was great last month with Money in the Bank. They had the Roman versus Jinder match nobody cared about, myself included, in the middle of the pay-per-view, so that wouldn't happen. And again, this is another match nobody cares about because nobody likes Roman and nobody likes Bobby Lashley. So why are you having this main event the show? You're going to have a mass exodus, and there's going to be an empty arena by the time this match ends. Nothing's at stake here. Like, this should be for the Universal Championship, but Brock Lesnar is not showing up. Apparently, there's this big shell game of, oh, will he, won't he defend the title at SummerSlam? First I heard, yeah, he's going to be defending the title at SummerSlam. 100% confirmed. Then I heard, oh, no, he's not going to be defending the title at SummerSlam. That's not true. Now I'm hearing again, oh, yeah, it's 100% confirmed that Brock Lesnar will be defending the Universal Championship at SummerSlam. Can we just please get the damn title off of Brock Lesnar? He doesn't want to be in the WWE. That's plain and simple. He's made that clear. Like, this isn't scripted. This isn't anything. He doesn't give a crap about the fans. He doesn't give a crap about the Universal Championship. He doesn't give a crap about the WWE. All he cares about is the money he's making. That is not storyline. That is 100% true. He does not care. And given the booking of this match, I don't think the WWE cares either. Can I just opt for a giant hole to open up in the center of the ring and pull both of them down? No, I have to pick a winner. Roman, Vince's golden boy. I'm getting so sick of this. So yeah, Roman. Either way, I don't care. Let's go to a match that I do care about. That should be main eventing the pay-per-view because it is for a championship. In fact, it is for the WWE Championship as AJ Styles defends the title against Rusev. So this is the show that should be main eventing Extreme Rules, but it's probably going to be like maybe the second last match. If it's second last match, I can be okay with that. If it's somewhere in the middle, no, forget that. Forget that. No. Anyway, I think, this one's hard. Well, I mean, it's not hard to call the winner because we all know who's going to be the winner. Unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. I'm a huge AJ Styles fan. Like, he is my favorite WWE superstar right now. He's my favorite on SmackDown. He's my favorite overall superstar. So, you know how happy I am. He's WWE champion for a second time and has a longer run with the title this time. But I don't want to say it's too late with Rusev, but they should have done this sooner. Like, I mean, when the whole Rusev Day thing was hot, like, not that it's not still hot, it's kind of, lukewarm, but I'm talking about when it was white hot. That's when they should have capitalized on it. But WWE's ineptitude or just general feeling of, oh, you put yourself over. Well, you don't like it when you put yourself over. You'll be put over if we want you to be put over. If High Czar Vince puts you over, like, look at Roman, we put him over. Yeah, you put him over really well, guys. But yeah, they should have struck while the iron was hot with the Rusev Day thing. I think it's cooling off a little bit now. Who knows? They could fire it back up with the addition of Lana, get that stable going with Lana, Aiden English, and Rusev. How good has Aiden English been? Like, admittedly, when I first saw him in NXT, I was like, what the hell is this? This is stupid. But now he's got that, like, Mickey from Natural Born Killers look to him. He's spitting rap lyrics like nobody's business, and he does awesome at it, too. He does have a pretty good singing voice, I will admit that much. And when he starts, throwing down lyrics about Rusev Day, that's my favorite part. And then Rusev gets in the ring, and, Rusev is so good. Let's just put it out there. Rusev is really, really underrated. He should have his time, but it's not going to be at Extreme Rules because I do believe AJ will be walking out with the WWE Championship and holding that until at least SummerSlam. I don't know who they're going to put him up against at SummerSlam, but he might lose the title there. I don't know. He might not. Personally, well, we'll talk about that a different day, but, AJ doesn't need the title, but it's good he's got the title right now, and I'm saying, I have to say AJ. Next up on the card, the Raw Women's Championship is on the line in an Extreme Rules match as champion Alexa Bliss takes on former champion Nia Jax, with a little added bonus of Ronda Rousey being at ringside. How impressive has Ronda Rousey been since her debut at WrestleMania? Like, quite honestly, I thought that match was going to be the DS's, drizzling poops. And it turned out to be one of the best matches on the card. It was exciting, it was fun, and to see her in the ring, she just gets better. She's picking up on this quicker than someone like Kurt Angle did when he debuted. And to see she's having fun with it too is just an added bonus. Like in her match at Money in the Bank against Nia Jax last month, when she got on the top rope to do a flying cross bye bye, I was like, oh, Ronda, no, you're not ready. And she executed perfectly. I'm like, yeah, atta girl. And then you had that twist ending at the end with Alexa Bliss, who had just won the women's Money in the Bank briefcase, cashing it in, making her the fastest person to cash in a briefcase, Money in the Bank briefcase, or Money in the Beefcase, as JoJo put it. So now we have this Extreme Rules match with new champion Alexa Bliss defending the title against Nia Jax. Ronda Rousey will be at ringside, and I do believe that Ronda Rousey will play a factor into this match. How's it going to go? Good question. I do think the Nia Jax experiment is kind of... I don't want to say failed, but it should be a little while before the title's put back on her. Because that's going to make for such a great match when Ronda Rousey takes on Alexa Bliss at SummerSlam. I'm calling it right now. Ronda Rousey, Alexa Bliss for the Women's Championship at SummerSlam. That is going to be a headliner. So, yeah, I think Alexa Bliss is going to be retaining the title. She doesn't need the title. She's held it so many times. She really doesn't need it. But I'm looking at this more of a transitional thing because she's going to hold the belt until SummerSlam, drop it to Ronda Rousey, and then Ronda's just going to dominate the women's division. Like, how cool would that be? I want to see it. Don't know if anyone else does, but I know I do, and that's all that matters to me, honestly. So yeah, I'm saying Alexa Bliss retains the Women's Championship. Switching to SmackDown, as the SmackDown Live Women's Championship will be on the line as champion Carmella will take on Asuka, this time with, what's-his-face, Mr. No Chin, James Ellsworth, being in a shark cage. Ellsworth fears Dollcat. There, I said it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch GTS. Anyway, we're getting Carmella versus Asuka again. This time, James Ellsworth is going to be suspended in a shark cage, which basically guarantees he's going to be interfering. Will Carmella come out on top with this, or will Asuka finally win the women's title? You know, I think after losing to Carmella last month at Money in the Bank, I think the bloom is kind of off the rose with Asuka. They can try to make her this unstoppable ass-kicking dominator, but after a loss like that, it's pretty hard to get over. Do I want to see Asuka win? Of course I do. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't think so. Honestly, I think Carmella's taking it. I hate to say it, and if I'm wrong, great. And then Asuka's a champion, that's great, and then she can go on and dominate the division. But I don't think Asuka's going to be winning this. Ellsworth is going to be interfering. There's no doubt about it. He'll be interfering, and then, you know, it could kind of set up Carmella versus Becky Lynch somewhere down the line. Because, you know, I was saying Rusev is one of the most underrated guys on the roster. Becky Lynch is the most underrated woman on the roster, and she deserves a big, big push. She is so good, so talented. She needs the push more than anybody. So maybe something good will come out of this. Because if Asuka's champion, then there's no way Becky Lynch is beating her. But if Carmella's champion, Becky Lynch still has a chance. So yeah, unfortunately, I gotta go with Asuka. No, I'm sorry. That wouldn't be unfortunate. I'd love it if Asuka wins, and if she wins, awesome. That is great. But I'm saying Carmella retains the title with lots of help from the chinless one himself. Switching back over to Raw, the top title, since Brock Lesnar refuses to show up. will be defended in a 30-minute Iron Man match as champion Dolph Ziggler takes on challenger and former Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins. So yeah, who saw Dolph Ziggler winning the Intercontinental Championship for a sixth time? Not me. I didn't think that he was going to be champion again, but I do believe the reason why they put the Intercontinental title on him is to convince him to sign a contract, because his contract is about to expire sometime this year. Now, there were rumors end of last year saying that he signed a new contract for $1.5 million. He basically shut that down and said, no, I didn't sign a new contract, and if I did, I wouldn't be putting it out all over the internet. So it looks like that he still hasn't signed a new contract. I don't like that. I think I go by the very old school principle that if you haven't signed a contract yet, you should be pulled from the roster. You should be pulled from the cards, and especially not having any titles given to you. I'll get more into that when I talk about Team Hell No versus the Bludgeon Brothers. But yeah, I think they put the title on him to kind of entice him to sign a new deal with the WWE. We'll see if that works. How about in this match? How will it go down? I'm really not 100% sure, because this is going to be a coin flip, because this is going to be a great match. I think this is going to be the match of the night, because you have two great talents in Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins, and you have the intangible factor of Drew McIntyre lurking around ringside. He won a match this past Monday night against Seth Rollins, stating that if Seth won, Drew McIntyre would be banned from ringside. Drew McIntyre won. He's going to be able to stay at ringside. So I think he's going to get involved more than once. He's got to be really sneaky about it to get away from the referee, because maybe the referee can still boot him out if he catches him doing something. But how's this match going to go? Who's going to take how many falls? I don't know who's going to take how many falls, but I think at the end, I think Dolph Ziggler is going to be retaining the Intercontinental Championship. Now, all you fellow Seth Rollins fans may be going, how can you take Dolph Ziggler? Hear me out. Yes, I do believe Seth Rollins will be losing the match. But you know what this does? This frees him up to go after the Universal Championship. He gets out of that mid-card spot and goes to the main event spot where he should be. There's a lot of guys on the roster who should be in that main event spot. Not just Cena, Roman, Lashley, and Brock. Like, look at Braun Strowman. We're going to talk about him a little bit. Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins. Those are four verified main eventers right there who should be in contention for a Universal Championship match, and they're not. And it is a shame. So Dolph Ziggler retains the title, and this only frees up Seth Rollins for bigger and better things. Next up on the card, we're going to flip back to SmackDown, as the U.S. Championship will be on the line as U.S. Champion Jeff Hardy defends the title against Shinsuke Nakamura. So this match was supposed to happen a few weeks ago on SmackDown Live, but because of a police dog bite, Shinsuke Nakamura had to be removed from the match and put on the DL for a couple weeks. Well, now he's back and he's getting his U.S. Championship shot, and I think that Shinsuke Nakamura will be walking out with the U.S. Championship for a few different reasons, because his heel character is kind of getting stale. He kind of needs this to get to the next level. And Jeff Hardy has been working injured for the past few weeks, so he needs time off to recuperate and heal his injuries, and then come back. The man's nearly 50 years old. I may be a few years off on that, but he's not as young as he was when he first started. Well, no, duh, but so Jim, duh. That's my James Ellsworth impression. Hope you liked it. Click the like button. Anyway, Jeff Hardy is working injured, and he really needs to take some time off to heal up those nagging injuries. So I do think that Shinsuke Nakamura will be walking out with the title. This is going to be an okay match. Like, I think they won't put on anything special. They'll put on a really good match, really entertaining match. But again, I don't think anything's going to top the 30-minute Iron Man match. Almost the 30-man Iron Man match. That'd be freaking nuts. But yeah, I'm totally calling Shinsuke Nakamura to win the U.S. Championship. Flipping back over to Raw, we're going to see a steel cage match as Braun Strowman, the monster among men, the monster, Mr. Monster in the Bank, monster mash, takes on Kevin Owens. Since Money in the Bank, we have seen Braun Strowman just humiliate Kevin Owens. He humiliate and just abuse Kevin Owens. We saw him toss him off a ladder through crash pad or tables or whatever the WWE wants us to believe. Whoop. Whoopsie. Whatever the WWE wants us to believe. We saw him try to be friends with him and saw him flip his rental car. And then, in probably one of the greatest things I ever seen, probably, yeah, no doubt, this is one of the greatest things I've ever witnessed, when Braun Strowman trapped Kevin Owens in a porta potty, wrapped duct tape around it, dragged it into the arena, and then body checked it off the stage. I love Braun Strowman, man. He's awesome. And then this past Monday night on Raw, Kurt Angle made the match. Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens inside a steel cage. Nowhere for Kevin Owens to hide. If you think Kevin Owens is winning this match, then good for you. He's not, but although there are interesting ways he probably could win, now that I think about it. You know, we did see that one time where Braun Strowman power slammed the Big Show through a steel cage and ripped the side right out of the cage, so he could win that way. Picks up Kevin Owens, chucks him, and throws him straight to the cage. Oh, Kevin Owens wins. Yay! But I do think, you know, that would be funny to see, and I wouldn't put it past the WWE to do that. But I'm going to go with the safe bet, and I'm going to go Braun Strowman wins this match, because I don't see Braun Strowman leaving the cage unless he's walking through the door. He's not going to climb over top of it, because I don't think those big hooves of his can fit through the chain link fence. So yeah, I'm going to go with the safe bet. I'm going to say Braun Strowman. I want to get in a little bit about him holding the Money in the Bank briefcase, because I think it's right. Unless they do something with Brock Lesnar losing the title at SummerSlam, then I don't see him cashing it in anytime soon, which is ridiculous to have a Raw guy win it. It should have went to a SmackDown guy, because that way, you know, AJ Styles shows up every week. And if you had The Miz win it, oh my God, imagine what that would have done. Would have brought nuclear heat on The Miz winning the championship, and then sets up a really sweet feud with him and Daniel Bryan. But that's all armchair booking now. WWE in their infinite wisdom. I could go on forever about the dumb mistakes WWE has made, but I'm not going to do this in the video. This is predictions, and I'm just going to leave it at Braun Strowman wins. Although I wouldn't be too surprised if Kevin Owens wins by some means, and I'd laugh hysterically if that happened. We're going to stick with Raw for this one, as Constable Baron Corbin takes on Finn Balor? Slip of the tongue. Finn Balor in a nothing match. So I hate saying that this is a nothing match, but it's pretty much what it is. It's like almost a rehash of Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass, you know. Baron Corbin goes, I'm tall, you're small. Baron, and you have Smiley McIrish dude. You're bald. I got a full head of lovely hair. I'm no longer the demon. That's a pretty good Finn Balor impression, if you ask me. But this match, you know, I hate saying that this is a nothing match, like I said, because every match should mean something, but this doesn't mean anything. You know, it's like I said, I'm tall. You got no hair, fella. I guess that's Sheamus's thing. But where's Sheamus been? Okay, that's completely off topic, but IWO, Irish World Order. For life, fella. I'm rambling now. This is how little I think this match. And I love Finn Balor. He is so dynamic in the ring. You know, I hate that extraordinary man who does extraordinary things. It's the same word, Corey. I'm a little hyped up on caffeine, if you can't tell. But anyway. But yeah, calling a winner here. I'm going to flip the script. I'm going to say Baron Corbin. As much as I like Finn Balor, you know, he's going to use that size to his advantage. He still had, you know, the end of days is still a wicked, wicked finisher. And, you know, he can just grab Finn Balor. Boom! End of days. I guess is what it's called. days. So yeah, I'm taking Constable Baron Corbin to win the match. We're gonna stick with Raw again for this match. It is for the Raw Tag Team Championships as the Deleters of Worlds take on the team of B. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt against the B team. I love Matt Hardy. I love walking Matt Hardy. Mower of lawn, chair of wheels. Mower of lawn, chair of wheels. I love Woken Matt Hardy. Like, I got the match, the ultimate deletion match that him and Bray Wyatt had before WrestleMania, which, that was a thing of beauty. I absolutely love that. There's one part in that match that I absolutely hated, but other than that, that match was a work of art. If you have not seen it, you should. What are you doing? Go watch that. Go watch that after you watch this. But I could go on for hours about how much I love Woken Matt Hardy. I love this team with him and Bray Wyatt. It's just so odd, but it works so well. And then you have the added incentive of the B team, who actually come along really well since their days as the Miztourage. You know, they're undefeated as the B team, and they've been doing such great impressions of Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. You can kind of tell why Bo Dallas does a great Bray Wyatt, because they're brothers in real life. You know, they're both the sons of Mike Rotundo, former WWE Tag Team Champion, part of the U.S. Express with Barry Windham, and their uncle, and former Tag Team Champion as Erwin R. Shyster with Ted DiBiase. And he also had a great run in the NWA. He held the TV championship in the NWA. He lost to Sting. Getting a little bit of wrestling history there. So. But yes, absolutely. This is going to be a fun match. Like, I don't like the copy and repeat stuff they've been doing the past few weeks with Matt Hardy taking on both members of the B team. I think the reason why they've been doing that is because of Bray Wyatt's car accident just a few weeks ago. He was in a car accident in Tampa in his home, making his way downtown, walking. No, caffeine high. No, he was making his way to the airport when he was involved in a head-on collision, which he actually caused, which really sucks. So, but he had minor injuries. He was released the same day, and he was in good spirits. And he said, "I cannot die." Living the gimmick, pal. Living the gimmick. But this is going to be a fun match, and as big of a role as the B team has been on, I do believe the Deleters of Worlds will be acquiring the victory and retaining the championships of Raw. And speaking of tag team championships, last match we're going to talk about is for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, as the Bludgeon Brothers take on the reunited Team Hell No, Daniel Bryan and Kane. So where did this Team Hell No reunion come from? I thought Kane was off trying to be mayor of Knox County, Tennessee. Interesting side note, though. This past week, I think it was yesterday or Monday, I don't know. I've lost all track of time. But one of these days, it was officially declared Rusev Day in Knox County, thanks to Kane. So, good on you, Kane. So, yeah, I don't know where this came from, but it's definitely, I think it's a waste of Daniel Bryan, honestly and truthfully. We know what we want, and the WWE's not giving us that. Because they make this whole, we listen to fans. No, you don't. Don't lie. You don't listen to the fans at all. So we're getting Team Hell No against the Bludgeon Brothers. Team Hell No is not winning. I have really been enjoying the Bludgeon Brothers. I think this is a great use of both Harper and Rowan. They're finally hitting their stride, something they should have done as part of the Wyatt family back in 2013, 2014. And then they met the almighty They ran into the brick wall named John Cena, and they lost all momentum after that. And then they had that really bad burial the following year at WrestleMania. No, wait, that was 2 years later, because Wyatt family broke up. Bray took on The Undertaker and lost. And then the next year, they were in Texas. And then they had that 8-second squash match against The Rock. I don't like that. Baby don't like that. So I think the Harper and Rowan as the Bludgeon Brothers are finally hitting their stride. I'm so happy that they're tag team champions and they're just getting in there and they're kicking ass and they're just beating the crap out of people. Like, I mean, yeah, it sucks. It really sucks that Sanity took the pinfall in that 10-man tag, but you couldn't have the champions looking weak. Why you couldn't have had Daniel Bryan maybe eat the pinfall by nefarious means is beyond me. But that's why I'm not a booker, because I think logically. you know? So yeah, I'm saying that Bludgeon Brothers retain the tag team titles. And I don't know what they're going to do from there after that, who they can face. Because for Raw, I heard that from here, the Leaders of Worlds are going to take on the Authors of Pain, which I can't wait to see. I love the Authors of Pain. I think they're fantastic. They're a lot like the Bludgeon Brothers, only not as straightforward, if that makes any sense. But anyway, those are my Extreme Rules predictions. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments section down below what your predictions are. Don't forget to share this video anywhere you can, Facebook, Twitter, wherever. In the description down below, you're going to see a link to my merchandise store where you can pick up all your Irish Bandit merchandise, t-shirts, leggings, tank tops, racerbacks, stickers, coffee mugs, travel mugs, what else? Phone cases for Samsung and iPhone only. Unfortunately, they don't have any other phone cases for any other types of phones, so you're going to have to make do if you have an iPhone like me. Or Samsung, like I'll never own a Samsung, but that's just, that's neither here nor there. And don't forget, if you're new to the channel, to subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, tap that bell and you'll be notified whenever I upload anything new, if that even does anything anymore. Who knows? Alright, just to let you know, Irish Bandit Revolution will be back this Tuesday, where I'm ranking all 5 seasons of the fantastic Breaking Bad. What else? You can expect new High Five coming very, very soon. I already have like 5 episodes planned for the return of High Five. And a little bit later on in August, I keep pushing this back, I keep pushing it back. I really love doing this show, so I don't know why I keep pushing it back. But in August, you're going to see the return of Fire or Expired. And yeah, I'm going to be talking about the new Hailstorm album when that comes out. Alright, so again, thank you for watching this video, and I will talk to you again very, very soon.